since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the pipeline. So I stepped down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams, and the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Singletary to get the drive started. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's get some low. Hey, let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go, baby. Let's play it. Let's get it done, baby.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Stroud sets up the play action. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the counter, this is Singletary. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return. With Singletary to the 27-yard line.
Holding offense. Cannot do that.
That's on the former first-rounder from Ole Miss, Laramie Tunsil. Stroud out of the gun here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Stroud to throw it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Stroud working out of the gun. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to Singletary on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Shakes off the sack. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for Justice Hill. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Jackson going to run again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 8. They go right back to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Stroud now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now second and 9. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
There on first down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Jackson. Got his target. That's Kohler. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Jackson will throw again. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. There, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Dances by him. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Woods. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First and 10, it's Stroud. And this will be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. That is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And remember, here on a miss, this is a live football. He's past the 30. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'll be on the Texans.
Again, Jackson. And that was
second half.
Wide and incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we're at halftime.
Ain't no way.
Score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty... He only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No, bring it. Roll. Unlock line.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Oh, this is going to be fielded defensively. And remember, this is a live football.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it.
Off today or something. I don't know.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
First down, Texans.
Throwing now is Stroud. Open man is Noah Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, here's the option. There he goes right side. Now they can't bring him down. Inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry To'oTo'o there to bring him down defensively. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now a toss coming right side. It's Edwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
3 quarters in the books. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They were a nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And bulldozing his way through. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Ravens 12. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 9, 2:16 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Jackson now. Complete to Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Singletary here running out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. On second down, here's Pierce. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love.